happy now in the spirit realm. The grays and blues and pain are nowhere to be found. Forgave the past, forgot the rest. Let go of things in life she felt she might regret, and did her best to live the faith. At the curtain call, you know, the Lord, He made a place. If you only knew the way she flew, the pain is gone and all the trials that she went through. With her mother now and father too, I'm sure they forgave all the things that they went through. And Jesus smiled with his spark of light. The devil shook his head, you know, he tried with all his might. If you could see the smile and the love that flows, her friends before her now with the glory up above. If you only knew the way she flew, angels sang a song as she glided through. She's happy now in the spirit realm. The grays and blues and pain are nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
She's on church pew, I'm half barstool. Stop for one and I'll drink till past 2. I gave her way more reasons for leaving than hanging around. She saw something I still can't see, and that guy in the mirror looking back at me. I stood her up, let her down. Anyone else would have left me by now. Thank God her way ain't the highway. Pedal down, black marks out the driveway. Thank God her way is in it for the long haul. But she been long gone, my first and last call. And the night goes by, I don't close my eyes and thank God her way ain't the highway. She's gracing my t-shirt, 31st Proverbs, 5'5" body of the Lord's word. She makes my heart smile with them eyes of Colorado sky blue. Now she might cuss me when me and my buddies get so wound up in jukebox country. We lose track of the time in our minds, doing what good old boys do. Thank God her way ain't the highway. Pedal down black marks out the driveway. Thank God her way is in it for the long haul. Or she been long gone on my first and last call. Ain't a night goes by I don't close my eyes and thank God her way ain't the highway. Thank God her way ain't the highway. Pedal down black marks out the driveway. Thank God her way is in it for the long haul. Or she been long gone on my first and last call. Ain't a night goes by I don't close my eyes and thank God her way ain't the highway. Her way ain't the highway.
That is brand new music from Jake Bush for you right there, called Her Way Ain't the Highway. He's been a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show a couple of times. Great country music artist right there. And before that, The Way She Flew with Jerry Bogan, making its radio debut on the Tim Kelly Show on Indie Wednesday. Welcome to the show. We are right between Monday and Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is Hump Day, and I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and live on my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. We are snowed in right now in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. So if you're in the area of Southwest Missouri or anywhere actually in the Midwest, you probably are snowed in as well. Sit back and enjoy 3 hours of the best in new country music. And coming up at the bottom half of this first hour, you're going to get to meet 3 young ladies who happen to be sisters that make up the Bennett Hall Band. They are fantastic. You're going to love their stories behind the songs. And then in hour number 2, I pulled a great radio interview from the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, and a great Canadian artist and my good friend Arlene Quinn is going to join me in hour number 2. We're going to have a good time today on the radio. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down to RoadRadio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio, Texas, Tailgate Country Radio from Canada, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio, and KWRadio.com. You can also catch the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream music. Just search the Tim Kelly Show, and you will be listening to New Country's Best. The next song in the rotation is called Working Man's Prayer, brand new from Dylan Gray on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
Lord, I don't know what you see in me with these cards you keep on dealing me. I know there's a reason, but God, please give me a sign. I'm trying to hold tough, trying to make it through, but there's only so much I can do. Feel I'm doing my best just to survive. I'm trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids. I'll try to raise them right in a world screwed up as this. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. I can't never get ahead no matter how hard I try. Hell, I'm working 2 jobs, yet I still don't have a dime. I love my wife and I love my kids. I hope that I can do right by them. I ain't praying for money, Lord, I'm just praying for time. I'm trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids. I'm trying to raise them right in a world screwed up as this. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. Lord, I know that you're busy, so I'll try to hold my breath, but I'm drowning down here. And Lord, I'm scared to death, trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids. I'm trying to raise them right in a world screwed up as this. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. Down here between hell and heaven.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Met him on the school bus when we were just kids. He was the boy next door and my brother's best friend. Thought that it was meant to be. Now I feel like love's just laughing at me. 'Cause love for me again. Left me standing in the cold wind. I thought it was forever, thought it never would end. But love for me again. I met him in Birmingham, he was a blues man. Blonde hair, blue eyes, guitar in his hand. He said he never hurt me, that was just a lie. I must have been crazy to have been so blind. Love for me again, and left me standing in the cold wind. I thought it was forever, thought it never would end. But love for me again. Met him in the hills of Tennessee. Had big brown eyes and he seemed so sweet. I thought I'd finally found the one, but it turned out to be just a big mean drum fill. Yeah, love for me again, and left me standing in the cold wind. I thought it was forever, thought it never would end. Love for me again. Love for me again. Love for me again.
That is making its radio debut this morning on this Indie Wednesday. Love Fooled Me Again. They are the Mississippi Mamas, and I want to thank my good friend Pam Sims for sending me that one. Love's fooled me a time or two as well. It's fooled us all, haven't it? But no fooling today. We got 3 hours of the best in new country music and a couple of great radio interviews. After these next 2 songs, you're going to get to meet 3 young, talented ladies that happen to be sisters that make up the Bennett Hall Band. They are going to be my first special guest today on the program, so stay tuned for that. How about a great song by Jake Rivers? This is called Forbidden Flames on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
Met her by the old oak tree at night. moon was high, her eyes were shining bright. Whispers carried on the midnight air, hearts on fire, but we didn't care. Oh, forbidden flames burning wild and free. Love like ours ain't meant to be. Behind closed doors in the shadows glow. We're dancing with the fire, we can't let it show. Every stolen kiss is a dangerous game, but I'd play it twice just to feel the same. The world's against us, but I don't mind. I'll take the risk if she's by my side. Oh, forbidden flames burning wild and free. Love like ours ain't meant to be. Behind closed doors in the shadows glow. We're dancing with the fire, we can't let show. They can try to keep us apart, but they'll never tame what's in our hearts. The world may judge, but love's worth the fight. I'd follow her into the darkest night. Oh, forbidden flames burning wild and free. Love like ours ain't meant to be. Behind closed doors in the shadows glow. We're dancing with the fire, we can't let show. Yeah, forbidden flames, they'll never die. Love is strong, reaches past the sky.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I guess I never understood what my old man was saying when he was trying to raise me good. At that time I just couldn't see all those little things he did them just for me. And time rolled on, and time rolled on. Yeah, I got spanked a time or two, but looking back on who I was, I deserved more than a few. I took things a little bit too far. Always seemed to get my hand caught up in that cookie jar, and time rolled on, and time rolled on. Sometimes I thought he was the meanest man in town, and it took so many painful years for this little girl to come around. I'm surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything, and I hope I have his patience when mine turned 17. Raising me must have been so hard, but please don't worry, Daddy, I've learned lessons from the heart. I knew you loved me and all, but you were way too protected when any boy would call. We'd grab a gun without a care,
But did you have to chase him down the street in your underwear and time rolled on? And time rolled on. I heard you pray and I just smiled. I was putting on that white dress before you walked me down the aisle. You tapped your glass and we all cheered. And our dance at the reception, it all became so clear the time rolls on. Yeah, time rolls on. Sometimes I thought he was the meanest man in town. And it took so many painful years for this little girl to come around. I'm surprised I even learned from him when I knew everything. And I hope I have his patience when mine turns 17. Raising me must have been so hard. But please don't worry, Daddy. I've learned lessons from the heart. Dear Lord, for giving you to me, 'cause I couldn't have picked a better man from the daddy tree.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. I'm playing the best in new country music this morning, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews in the mix as well. First up this morning are three talented young ladies that happen to be sisters that make up the Bennett Hall Band. How are you, ladies?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing fantastic. Your harmonies are great even on the phone.
Thank you.
We've got Kat, the oldest. We've got Presley Rose, and we got Josie Hope. How are you guys?
Good, you're great.
Yeah, thanks for doing the program this morning. I sure appreciate it, and I've been looking forward to this one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You bet. I want to thank your dad, Sean Hall, for helping book the interview, and then Dave Lynn, and a good friend of mine that works with several radio stations, and he's got me on a couple, and I appreciate him helping me out with you guys, and I've been looking forward to this one, and I know we got a lot of people in my live right now over here on TikTok that have been looking forward to it, too. They're loving your music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing your new single quite a bit. We're going to get to hear the stories behind it, though. It's called Lovin' Makes the Leavin' Hard.
Sure.
Yeah, that is a hit song in radio. I have a tagline. I call it New Country's Best, and I say that behind every song that I play on the radio, and I can definitely say it behind your music.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are welcome. Kat, let's start with you. You're the oldest of the three sisters, and you're 15 still, right?
I'm 17 now.
You're 17 now, okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
I told you time flies when you're having fun. You started playing, though, and singing at the age of 6.
Yes, sir, I did. I started voice lessons when I was about 5 or 6, and then I picked up guitar when I was 9, and because we were playing downtown Nashville, and we were having to sing with tracks because only Presley played keyboards, and so I had to pick up a guitar because you can't really sing tracks on Broadway. So guitar, and then Presley started singing with me, and Josie was pretty much singing since she was born because we've just always done it, and here we are now. You know?
Yeah, that is awesome. You guys have great harmonies, and you sound great together. Now, too, I want to mention this. The Bennett Hall Band is named after your brother Bennett, who passed away in 2010, and I'm sorry for your loss, but what a great tribute, and naming the band after him. That is awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, you are welcome, and that is going to be well known, not only just for that, but for what you ladies are doing with it. You're fantastic. Now, let me ask you, too, you started at the age of 6. So let me go with Josie. How long you been singing? When did you start?
Well, I've been singing much since I was about 4.
4?
And I would sing up, and I would go, they had like
like a mellow mushroom, like a open mic kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I would go up and I would sing on the open mic. And I would sing one song, and Presley would play piano.
Okay. You're the youngest. How old are you now?
I am 12 now.
You are 12. Okay. I was just telling you off the air. I've interviewed artists as young as 10 years old, and it's been fun to watch their careers. I've been doing this show now 12 and a half years, be 13 May of this year, and some of them have stepped aside from music. They've gone on to raise families and this and that, and then they come back and they send me brand new music, 10 years later or something like that. It has been an awesome ride watching your careers flourish, and it's going to be fun watching you three as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Presley Rose, you are stuck right in the middle of these two young ladies. How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
15, okay. So we got 17, 15, and 12, right?
12. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Awesome. Tell us how you got started singing and playing. You play these instruments. I saw that you play ukulele and all kinds of different instruments.
Yes, sir. So, I guess when Kat started singing lessons, she was about 6, so I was around the age of 4. And Kat also, actually, she started with piano. And so she would come home and she would be singing and playing piano. And all of a sudden, I decided I wanted to try to play piano.
Mm-hmm.
And once I realized how much I loved it, I started taking piano lessons too. And Kat and I started singing harmony together. And around the age of 10 or 11, I would say, I picked up bass guitar. And then Josie, she was coming along singing 3-part harmony. And I don't know, I guess we just kind of had a band, but yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. I see you play the drums, tambourine, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
That is talent. I've talked to artists a lot. I do a lot of these interviews, and a lot of them have told me they tried piano or took piano lessons for a little bit and just never really caught on. So that is amazing that you can do the piano, because I love the piano in the world of country music.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of great classics out there. Merle Haggard, he's got some great piano licks in his music. I always talk about one that I particularly love is Ronnie Milsap, Smoky Mountain Rain. I'm sure you know that song.
Oh, yes, sir. That's great. Great song.
Good stuff. So that is awesome when you put piano in the world of country music. Speaking of country music, there's a lot of genres out there for young folks to choose from. Why did you three ladies pick country music?
Well, to be honest, we've always kind of grown up on country music. We've always lived in Tennessee and, near Nashville, so you're kind of around it then. And we've always just been our favorite music genre to listen to. And so, really, once we started singing, we wanted to sing country music. And so from then on, we just, it was kind of in us, so we just started writing country music, and yeah.
That is awesome. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. It said that Kat picked up a guitar so she could begin songwriting and accompanying herself, and then you two came along, I guess, a little bit later. But I love to talk about songwriting because that's a talent that I don't have. I've always said that I could make parodies out of already existing song and make them funny and turn the lyrics around, and, a lot of folks can do that. But to write original music and about love and relationships and stuff like that, the first song we're going to play is Lovin' Makes the Leavin' Hard. To do that at such a young age, I think that is just super talent.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we'll talk about the story behind these three songs in just a little bit. But I also want to talk about, you mentioned just being outside of Nashville, in Lewisburg, Tennessee is where you guys are from. But you've played all over that town. You've done CMA Fest, an El Dorado Festival. You've done a Tom Petty weekend. You've played at Dierks Bentley's Whiskey Room, Puckett's. I've seen a bunch of them on here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've gotten to play all over town, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Is your dad your manager, and maybe your mom your momager, as it's called in the independent country community?
Pretty much, yes, sir. It's very family run.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome when you have your family behind you 150%, even pushing you guys to get out there and get out there to the world, not only get heard on radio, and we're putting you out, by the way, to 11 radio stations other than mine today, so 12 total, but we're getting you out there to all over the world and the country. Sweden, I just picked that one up. They asked for my show, and they've been around since 1979. But they're putting you in all these cool venues that you get to do at such a young age. I think that's really neat.
Yes, sir. Yes, we're so grateful for. I mean, we obviously would not be able to do it without our parents just pushing us forward and helping us get new opportunities.
Yeah.
We have our grandparents are very involved in it and just always showing up, even though they live pretty far. We have so many friends, other family members that are just really pulling for us. So it's been a real blessing.
That is awesome. Now, did you pick up this singing talent from your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or anybody like that? How did that come about?
No, sir. Really, nobody in our family is musical at all. So
Okay.
I guess it's just from Jesus. But yeah, no family members that sing or play any instruments or anything really.
Interesting that you said that. It truly is a God-given talent, and you're doing God's work when you're giving it back to the world, and you're helping people. You may not even realize that. You know, you've probably performed in lots of different size crowds, big crowds, small crowds, whatever. But don't you agree that if you can help one person relate to the music and help them in some way, because music is therapeutic, that you're doing His will?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is awesome. So, you've played all over Middle Tennessee. Now, I saw in one of the questions that was on your bio, let's talk about Josie Hope, that your most favorite gig that you want to play is Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yes, sir. I think that would be awesome.
I was telling you off the air, Branson has a theme park called Silver Dollar City. It's America's #1 theme park. If you look it up, you'll see that. It's an 1880s theme park. They still do blacksmithing out there and all kinds of different stuff, wood carving. You can watch glass blowing, but they've got roller coasters, they've got water rides, they got funnel cakes, they got it all out there. But they also have some amphitheaters inside there, and they've had some of the major acts out there, like Lone Star and Colin Ray's been here. Tony Orlando's been to Branson many times and performed there. But they also own Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So we'll see if we can't help make that dream come true for you in some way.
Wow, that'd be awesome. That's so cool.
Yes, absolutely. And then, Kat, I think I saw that you would love to play at the Grand Ole Opry. How about that?
Yes, sir. I mean, that's who wouldn't, you know?
Right.
That's kind of the spot for country music. That's kind of always been a dream of mine, of you know, all of ours, to be able to play that historic stage at some point.
Yeah, nothing like stepping in that half circle, you know, and I've been doing a lot of research on the Grand Ole Opry, and the reason that it has a barn background is because it used to be a barn dance when they first started out, and it was tied to an insurance company and a radio announcer with WSM, that is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, radio station in the country. And that barn dance got so big, they started charging a quarter to try to calm those crowds down. Well, that didn't work, so they ended up building the 2,400-seat Ryman Auditorium because of that.
Wow.
And as they say, the rest is history.
Absolutely.
So, that is a goal of everybody in country music that does that. I see for Presley Rose, right across the street from where I did country radio seminar, is the Bridgestone Arena. You'd love to play there.
Yes, sir. That would be really cool. I mean, it would be packed in there, you know. That would be cool.
Yes, ma'am. We could definitely pack the place out with the Bennett Hall Band. That is for sure.
Awesome.
And so that is awesome. Now, let me ask you girls too. You've got some favorite foods here. I see Presley Rose likes to eat donuts and pizza.
Too much of it. Yes,
Too
sir.
much of it. You can't get too much donuts and pizza, can you? Is that possible?
Exactly.
And let me ask Josie, what do you like to do when you're not doing music?
Honestly, I like to hang out with friends. I like to read.
Mm-hmm.
I like to, I don't know. Yeah, I like to be outside a lot. We have a lot of animals where we live, so it's fun to play with the animals and all the stuff. So I think it's just, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. And Kat, I saw that your favorite artist is the king of country music. He's had 60 #1 hits. His name is George Strait.
Yes, sir. He has always, for a long time, he's been my favorite. So much great music.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could have half the career that he's had, you'd have 30 #1s, and that'd still set some records.
Yeah, not bad.
It would sell some records too, wouldn't it? And that gentleman didn't write a lot of his own stuff. Dean Dillon did a lot of George Strait songs, wrote them, and he's in the Country Music Hall of Fame for songwriting. So that wouldn't be a bad deal either for writing your own stuff, or for even somebody else maybe down the road.
Yeah, right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you this too about songwriting. Do you three collaborate and write together, or do you write separately, or how do y'all do it?
Well, honestly, it just kind of depends on the song. Sometimes Kat and I will sit down and write a song together, or we'll do something separately and then come together and help each other. Josie doesn't help write on every song quite yet, but she definitely does get in there sometimes and help us out. So really, it's a whole group process.
Okay, and talk about this too, because this is unique in the fact that you guys are three sisters and you put these great harmonies together in your music. What is the process of saying, okay, Kat's going to take with the lead on this one, and Presley's going to come in, and then we're going to have Josie come in? How does all that work in putting these harmonies together?
Right. That also kind of depends on the song, but for a lot of the originals, it kind of depends on just whose voice it fits better. And I don't know, Press, what do you have any other thoughts on that? Yeah, that's what I would say. I would just say really just whose voice fits better, and just who, we can all switch off harmonies pretty well.
Yep.
So who, feels the song the most, I guess. And how the way it blends and how it all sounds together. Yeah.
Absolutely. You talked about feeling the song. That is what they're looking for in some of these talent competitions like NBC's The Voice, America's Got Talent, Idol, any of those. I don't know if you girls have any aspirations of doing something like that, but you have to cover somebody else's song when you're doing that, not one that you've written. So if you did that, let me ask Kat first, and then we'll ask Presley and Josie. What would be your favorite song to cover of somebody else if you were chosen for a talent competition or to try out for one?
That's a hard one.
That's a loaded question, isn't it?
It is. But, I like to sing some Chris Stapleton.
Uh-huh.
We just posted a cover of a hymn that did pretty well. It's the Right Place Strays did a version of it, and it's called Will the Lord Remember Me, and that's a fun one that I lead, that we have some cool harmonies on.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
I don't know. There's a bunch of songs that I feel like we could...
Yeah. Well, I think so, too. You guys are talented. It would be hard to pick, but I would love to see that. If that ever happens one of these days, be sure to keep us posted, because I interview a lot of artists that were on NBC's The Voice and those other talent competitions. And even though they might not win, because it's so hard, there's so much talent out there, you guys included, everybody's trying to make it in this world of country music. But... that just kind of fuels their fire. When they don't win, they don't quit. They just keep going, and it even makes them work harder to get that original music out there. And that's what I love playing on the radio, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I always get to hear something different, and it lands in my email every week, and it was sure fun to have you guys land in my email, that's for sure. Your songs are super great.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Let's talk about this first one, and then we'll play it for the folks. Your brand new single out to radio. This is going to be the 5th time that I've had to play it on not had to, but enjoyed playing it on this show, that I've had the opportunity to play it. That's what I'm trying to say. Lovin' Makes the Leaving Hard. Tell us about this one.
Yes, sir. Well, a little backstory behind this one is we have some really good friends that live in Western Canada. Mm-hmm. And so we had gone and visited them in just December, and we only get to see them about once, maybe twice a year. We're really close with their family. So we were leaving. We were like in the airport. We're all pretty sad. And Mom looks over at me and she says, "Kat, it's 11 that makes the leaving hard." And we were like, "Oh, there's a song there." So
there
we came
you go.
We were pretty sad. We were kind of just up in the music room. And we're like, let's write this song. And we kind of made it into a relationship. And it kind of we kind of put a Chris Stapleton kind of feel on it. The track is super fun. Mm-hmm. And we really loved how it turned out. And we have gotten a pretty good response on people.
Yeah, I was excited when this dropped in my email a few weeks ago, and like I said, I've played it 4 times. Going to be the 5th one on this show today, and so yeah, it's getting some great traction in radio. Now, let me ask you this too: can we give a big shout out to the recording studio that you guys used to make this music?
Yes, sir. It's we've been working with Mr. Cody Lepo out of Aura Lee Studios, and we've been working with him for. That's where we've recorded all our songs out now, and it's been great. We've had some really talented musicians on all the tracks, and it's just been a really fun process.
Yeah, absolutely. They call it Music City for a reason. They got the best in that town, don't they?
Yes, sir. They really do.
Yeah. Well, you guys are the best as well, and we've had a great time already talking to you. We'll come back and do another little short segment after we play the latest single from the Bennett Hall Band. It is called Lovin' Makes the Leavin' Hard on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this Indie Wednesday.
All I see are your hazel eyes smiling back at me, smiling back at me, begging God for one more day to say the things I didn't get to say. Why'd you have to leave? For us, only the past. My life's on the road, chasing my dreams. You have your plans, they don't include me. We never meant to take it this far. Yeah, it's a loving that makes the leaving hard. Thinking back to what we've been through, should be easy to get over you. What am I supposed to do? I can't get over you. What if I told you I need you to stay? We could have had another day. For us, only the past. My life's on the road, chasing my dreams. You have your plans, they don't include me. We never meant to take it this far. Yes, loving that
They are the Bennett Hall Band. Their brand new single is called Lovin' Makes the Leavin' Hard, and I love that song, and you just got to hear the story behind it, too. You got to hang out with your mom more to get them song ideas going, huh?
Right, sir.
That is awesome. And, that's how it happens, too, isn't it? I tell this all the time. These songs and song ideas are out there in the air. God puts them out there. It's just up to you guys to wrap them up and finish them and put them on the radio.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yep. 4 minutes and 9 seconds, too. That is super radio friendly. I love it.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I wanted to ask you, too, you guys all got these great harmonies as sisters, and do you still take the coaching for the vocal lessons and stuff like that actively, or are you still doing that?
Well, for a really long time, we took vocal coaching lessons from a couple of people, and we don't anymore.
Okay.
We have had some really, really great teachers in the past, vocal and instruments. So they definitely helped us on our road to the Bennett Hall Band.
Well, from what I'm hearing, I think you could give those lessons now.
Hey.
You guys are seasoned veterans at such a young age. That is awesome. Now, I also wanted to ask you, how long has the Bennett Hall Band been a band by that name?
It was 2018. We had just played the station in. Somebody let us get up there with them in Nashville, and we played a song, and then they were like, "What's the band name? Like, where can we go find you?" And we were like, "Oh my goodness, we don't have a band name." So we went home, we set up a Facebook page, and we had to pick a band name, and we decided to honor our brother, and it's kind of just went from there. So 2018. Yeah.
There you go. So going on year number 7. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That was actually the last time I was in Nashville. I know things have changed since 2018 in that town, and I was telling you off the air, I used to hang out every couple of years. We would get nominated for the Nashville Universe Awards, and they held it at the Wild Horse Saloon. And I won a couple of them in 2016. Stormy Warren from, at the time, Sirius XM The Highway handed me those awards. That was a night I will never forget. And now he's working for Gar Station at the Big 615 there out of Nashville, Tennessee.
That's awesome.
And by the way, I see that Presley Rose, if you were going to perform with anyone in concert, it would be that man, Garth Brooks. How about that?
Yes, sir. He is awesome. We've seen him twice in concert now, and it was so entertaining, and he sounded so good, and so, yeah.
He's just a good guy, too. Isn't he really genuine?
Yes, sir.
Down to earth. He has started 7 radio stations of his own. He's on this format that I'm also on called TuneIn, and he loves helping the independent artists out like you because his daughter is one. Her name is Allie Colleen, and she doesn't want to use Daddy's money or Daddy's fame or any of that. She wants to do it on her own, and she has been a special guest on my show 3 times, and she's fantastic like y'all.
That's so cute. Great. We played we used to be part of this thing called Scoreboard, we played at Scoreboard and it was a company kind of thing called Nashville's Most Wanted, and we played, I think, after her one time.
No kidding.
Great voice.
Small world, isn't it, in this independent community, even though it's a big world out there?
Yes, sir.
You know, I love that, and everybody helps everybody out, and they support you. They listen to your music. You know, you guys may end up getting together someday and collaborating and stuff like that, so that is all good stuff. We have Kat. We've got Presley Rose. We got Josie Hope. I want to thank you for a great radio interview today. Keep doing your thing, and we will definitely keep playing your music.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
You are so welcome. Now, one more question. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to reach out to you? And I'll let you tell all that.
You guys can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, pretty much all the things. You can find us. We have a website. We have a page, and you can live stream us. We have Spotify, we have music, all the live streaming platforms.
There you go. Awesome. The Bennett Hall Band, and go check them out. Give them a like and a follow. tell them Tim Kelly and the girls all sent you over there, and you won't be disappointed. You'll love their music. In fact, the second song that we're going to play is called We Love Country Music. That is pretty much self-explanatory. The third song, going to kick off the top of the next hour, is called Mean Girl. Now, I was listening to this one again before the show, and it's kind of got a double meaning, doesn't it, in this song?
Yes, sir, it does. Yeah.
So, out of the three of you, let me ask you this. Who's the mean girl?
That's all who you ask, I think.
I was just kidding with you on that. You don't have to answer that one. You all are fantastic. There's no mean girl in the bunch, I'll tell you that. Thanks for doing a great radio interview today. And guys, go check out the Bennett Hall Band. They are live with us today. And thank you for a great radio interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
We love country music when the Bennett Hall Band is making it on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on this Indie Wednesday.
We were headed to the beach our senior year when the driver said, hey girls, what you wanna hear? I got Taylor, Bruno, Beyonce, and Wayne. I said, Mr. Can't you hear the drawling? Are y'all that music you got? Won't do it all. Got scuffs on our boots and steel in our hearts. You're the DJ today, now do your part. We wanna hear George and Tammy, Cash and June, and we'll find another right if you don't play it soon. Willie Whalen, Kenny and Hal, you gotta give us country, better do it now. Randy Dolly, Lorena the Judds, that's the kind of music runs through our blood. We love country music. The driver said, I've got something you'll like, and he shuffled his list and flashed us a smile. Out through the speakers with the lead guitar, the Zeppelin was rocking all over that car. Mister, can't you see the wearing our jeans? We're from Nashville, man, rock and roll ain't our thing. You ought to know before we get too far. The kind of music we love, that steel guitar. We wanna hear George and Tammy, Cash and June, and we'll find another right if you don't play it soon. Willie Whalen, Kenny and Hal, you gotta give us country, better do it now. Hank and Johnson, Straight and Merle, don't you see we're country girls. We love country music.
And New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Walking the halls in the latest styles, hiding behind your beautiful smile. High school breaks you, makes you choose. You find the weak, you tear them down. Your head held high, so you don't drown. You have to win or else you lose. Hey, mean girl, you're just trying to be seen, girl. No one warned you about 15, girl. Ain't the only one feeling lost in this world. I know what you mean, girl. up all night long. We swore friends forever in my backyard. Had no idea growing up was hard. Yeah, it's hard. Hey, mean girl, you're just trying to be single. No one warned you about 15, girl. Ain't the only one feeling lost in this world. I know what you mean, girl. Whoa. I know what you mean, girl. Whoa. Part of the crowd, but not one real friend. You're playing a game that you'll never win. I know what you mean, girl. Ain't the only one trying to be seen, girl. No one warned us about 15, girl. You're just hoping for a homecoming queen, girl. Hey, mean girl, you're just trying to be seen, girl. No one warned us about 15, girl. Ain't the only one feeling lost in this world. I know what you mean, girl. Whoa. I know what you mean, girl. Whoa.
They are three talented young ladies that happen to be sisters, and what great harmonies. They are Kat, they are Presley Rose, and they are Josie Hope, and there ain't a mean girl in the bunch, but that is a fantastic song. And thanks for being my special guest today on the Tim Kelly Show. I sure do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the Bennett Hall Band interview. If you're just now getting tuned in hour number 2 and you missed it, that one is going to go into the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com, and it will be available for you about an hour after we go off the air at noon Central Time today. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Scroll down just a little bit. You'll see a player that says Radio Bosch. Push play on that. That's got the live audio. I am also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. And this next hour is sponsored by my good friend Mike Baker from Mike Baker Music. Go to my sponsors tab on my website. Click his logo that somebody made for him. It is fantastic. And you'll find out more music from the Mike Baker Music. And he wants you to go to his YouTube page. And we're going to play one of his great songs to kick off the top of hour number 2. It is called Long, Long Time Ago. But I want you to stick around because at the bottom half of this hour, a replay of a great radio interview I did with Canadian country music artist Arlene Quinn is going to be played at the bottom half of this next hour. So that is all coming up as well. Mike Baker right now, Long, Long Time Ago on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Took that trip like I said I would. Clearing my mind to probably do me good. It's what I told myself a long, long time ago. Got my guitar and my cowboy hat. Hit the road, didn't even look back. Good times up ahead, that's what I said a long, long time ago. The highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. I've been happy and I've been sad. I've been good and I've been bad. I don't give a damn. It's in my soul. I've been here, I've been around the world. Made some money, seen some pretty girls along the way, the ones I know. The highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. Now I stand here on the beach, the sands of time beneath my feet as the waves roll in again and again. The waves roll in again and again. The highway's a lady that lies up ahead in the dark. Promise you everything, then she forgets who you are. Took that trip like I said I would, clearing my mind to probably do me good. That's what I told myself a long, long time ago. That's what I told myself a long, long time ago.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country. First day in school for the new kid in town. He's off by himself on the playground, all alone. The boys are playing ball. He tries to join in. He says, I'm a good shortstop, but they just laugh at him. So he goes home. He says, Mama, I hate it here. Then he runs to his room, then cries a million tears. Little hearts break too. They feel pain just the same as grown-ups do, just in smaller pieces. Little hearts break too. Then there's little Lisa from the wrong side of the tracks. The girls make fun of her clothes when they talk behind her back. They don't see her cry. In a ragged old coat and holes in her shoes, she tries to blend in with the crowd. That's impossible to do. There's nowhere to hide. She's too young to understand, and it hurts her mom and dad, who do the best that they can. Little hearts break too. They feel pain
Her name is Jadyn Riley. That is Jadyn, and Riley is Ryle. You can check out the video to Little Hearts on ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of my homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We are radio and we are television, and those videos play 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year when I'm not on the radio. Go check out these folks that I play on the radio, and you'll get to see what they look like. And she is another super talented young lady in the world of country music, Jadyn Riley and Little Hearts. And she also works with Clarksville Creative Sound. I want to mention that. And they are also sponsors of the Tim Kelly Show. You can see their logo scrolling across the TV screen right now on my YouTube channel at KICR Indie Country Radio. This next artist is Cole Goodwin. This is called Memory of Mine on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Can't believe it really caught it quiz. Can't believe it really came to this. Your tail lights on a gravel road, leaving love in the dust so cold. You know me better than most do. I guess that's really what I hate to lose. Years and years of building this, put to rest with one last kiss. Oh, take a walk down memory lane. Oh, to where we started in the first place. I remember you sitting on the tailgate by the fire while the radio played strawberry wine and a solo cup. You know I know how you love that stuff. Well, looking back, I guess I finally see how much I miss you kissing on me. But missing you now won't take me back in time. I guess you're just another memory of mine. I still talk to your mama now. I still run into all your friends. I guess it happens in a town like this, with only two little bars to sing in. Yeah, I hear that you're making good time, getting me up and out of your mind. I keep telling them that I'll be fine, but I'm not fine. I'm not fine. 'Cause I remember you sitting on the tailgate by the fire while the radio played strawberry wine and a solo cup. You know I know how you love that stuff. Well, looking back, I guess I finally see how much I miss you kissing on me. But missing you now won't take me back in time. I guess you're just another memory of mine. Another memory of mine. Oh, when I think about what used to be, about you and me, and you swinging your legs off the tailgate by the fire while the radio plays strawberry wine and a solo cup. You know I know how you love that stuff. Well, looking back, I guess I finally see how much I miss you kissing on me. But missing you now won't take me back in time. To the days we prayed we'd never leave behind. I guess you're just another memory of mine. Another memory of mine.
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Mama raised me up on the good books, Daddy taught me how to throw a left hook. I'm a wildflower side of my family tree. I'm a hand in the air on a Sunday. I'm a sinner in traffic on Monday. A little less dress and a lot more boots and jeans. Blame it on the dirt road, gravel down in my soul. Country in the speakers of my radio. Freedom of a wide open Midwest sky where I grew up, where I grew up. Blame it on a summer night harvest moon. If I start falling for a boy like you, stealing my heart neath the stars above. Blame it on where I grew up. I'm a sucker for some back porch picking. Give me some sweet tea and grandma's chicken. A day on a lake or a bonfire Friday night. Yeah. Blame it on my homegrown history. If I let a country boy hold the door for me, find myself riding in a shotgun seat, too late to the county line. Blame it on the dirt road, gravel down in my soul. Country in the speakers of my radio. Freedom of a wide open Midwest sky where I grew up, where I grew up. Blame it on a summer night harvest moon. If I start falling for a boy like you, stealing my heart neath the stars above. Blame it on where I, blame it on where I grew up. Yeah. If I wanna put my roots down on 2 acres at the edge of town, 4 kids, 2 dogs all running around, ain't no doubt. Blame it on the dirt road, gravel down in my soul. Country in the speakers of my radio. Freedom of a wide open Midwest sky where I grew up, where I grew up. Blame it on a summer night harvest moon. If I start falling for a boy like you, stealing my heart neath the stars above. Blame it on where I, blame it on where I grew up. Blame it on where I grew up. Blame it on where I grew up. Blame it on where I, blame it on where I grew up.
That is a brand new single from my good friend Chloe Ray. It is R-A-Y-E on her last name. Go check out her latest single, Blame It on Where I Grew Up, and stream and get that one all over social media. She's got it going on, and she was a special guest of mine on last week's program. You can check out that radio interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. She is from the Dakotas, where today I believe the wind chill's somewhere in the 50 below zero range. That's where she grew up, and I'm going to blame this cold weather that we're getting in Branson on her. It's going to be 10 below tonight with the actual temperature and a wind chill of about 25 below zero. Thanks, Chloe Ray. I appreciate that. No, I always blame that on the Canadians anyways, and those Canadian cold fronts. That's what we call them here. And speaking of Canadians, after one more song, and actually 2 more songs, my good friend Arlene Quinn is going to join me. She's a great Canadian artist. You're going to get to hear the stories behind her songs as well, and a great radio interview that I pulled from the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. Let's play this one by Brian Dinkins. His latest single out to radio is called Wild Crazy on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
Something about the way your perfume lingers on my clothes. When I go out or into town, it follows me everywhere I go. And her lipstick stain has stained my coffee cups. Her dad told me when we first met, son, she's just like her mom. She stood by me through thick and thin, even when the times got hard. So hold her tight Tennessee. She believes in me, and I'll always be by her side. It takes two to make things work with a baby on the way. And as strong as our love is right now, I'd say we got it made. I guess her dad was right. I hope she rubs off on our kids. You know I never felt like this. She's a little wild and crazy and free as she can be. Well, how'd she wind up with this boy from Jackson, Tennessee? She believes in me, and I'll always be by her side. She's always there to lift me up when I feel a little down. She knows just what to say to keep my feet on solid ground. And I don't deserve her, and I thank God for this girl. Well, she's a little wild and crazy and free as she can be. Well, how'd she wind up with this boy right here in Tennessee? She believes in me, and I'll always be by her side. She's always there to lift me up when I feel a little down. She knows just what to say to keep my feet on solid ground. And I don't deserve her, and I thank God for this girl.
Once again, his name is Brian Dinkins. That is B-R-Y-A-N on his first name. Go check out Wild and Crazy. That is his brand new single out to radio, and he's been promoting that like crazy, and so have I. I love playing that song, and that's the fourth time I played it so far. Won't be the last. And Brian Dinkins, he's all over TikTok and all over social media. Go check him out and get yourself wild and crazy. This next artist is a firefighter in the nation's capital of Washington, D.C. When he's not doing that, he's making great country music. We've had a couple of great radio interviews in the past. His name is James Rose, and you can look for that interview in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives as well. We're going to pull one out with Arlene Quinn. That's going to be up next after we play James Rose. And the Bennett Hall Band and I talked about what would they sing if they were in a talent competition like NBC's The Voice or something like that. And they mentioned a Chris Stapleton song. Chris Stapleton actually wrote this one. James Rose recorded it. It is called What Are You Listening To? How about the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
I put that record on. Girl, you know what song. And I let it play again and again. You're in every line. Takes me back in time. Yeah, tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on ours and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on
on the radio station. Tears still fall and hearts still breaking 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I like to believe that you're just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know, I can't let it go, but it's about to drive me mad. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on knives and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still fall and hearts still breaking 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Is it a feel-good song, get you driving too fast? The one that gets you moving on past the past? Or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing whoa, whoa? Is it headphones on the downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band in some college town bar where it's not on knives and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still fall and hearts still breaking 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I put that record on, girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Indie Wednesday. That means you get 3 hours of the best in new country music, but I got a couple of great radio interviews in the mix today as well. And first up is my good friend Arlene Quinn, who I have known about 10 years, and she is a great Canadian artist. How are you today, my friend?
I am so good because I get to chat with Tim today.
That is right, man, and I'm blessed as well. I've been looking forward to this one, and I'm glad we got to connect.
Well, I am so happy we got to connect. We go back a few years, Tim, back to when we were about 16, because we're about 26 now, right?
That's right. Yeah, no, well, I might be 26. I might be 26 a couple of times. But, yes, always a pleasure to have you on.
Like good friends.
Always a pleasure, and I want to give a big shout-out and thank you to Lauren Tuddy from Lauren Tuddy Promotions for helping hook us up, too. We could do it on our own, but, I have had your number for a long time.
Oh, yeah, isn't she wonderful? She works hard.
Yeah, she sure is. And you do, too, and I'm glad to see you making some new music. We're going to play your latest single called Wonder Woman, and we're going to hear the story behind it in just a little bit. But looking at your bio, you have performed and hit the stage with a lot of greats in the past. The great Kenny Rogers, Loretta Lynn, Lori Morgan, Terry Clark, who is also from Canada. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate in my career to open for a lot of incredible artists. And at the time I was I was like 15, 16 when I started opening for some of the big ones like Sarah Young and Bill Anderson. Do you remember them? And Terry Lynette.
Yep.
I just threw a few in there, but I mean, every time somebody big they'd bring to town, they'd get me to open for them. So I've been very, very blessed to be just so embraced, with the music community here in Canada. And I'm just a lucky girl, and I get to talk to people like you about my music and get to share new music. And yeah, life is good.
It is, and that's the title of one of your songs too. I love that one.
I didn't mean to do that.
No pun intended, right?
No.
Let's go back about 20 years since you're only 26, and since age 5, you did your first performance. Do you remember what that performance was?
Wow. Well, I was 5 when I got my guitar. I wrote my first song when I was 11. My first performance would have been at a Christmas concert, actually. I was 5 or 6 years old with my mom and my 2 sisters and I played my guitar, and I didn't have a strap. My mom had to make a strap, so she crocheted it and made this crocheted strap for me. And I still have a picture of that. My mom had pictures of me playing with my my first Christmas concert with my guitar on my back.
Wow, that is cool. And you've been singing pretty much ever since. About 2016, you really hit the music scene hard, and that's when we met pretty much. You were on our Music Road Radio when I was over there at that station. I was the vice president of Music Road Radio with my good friend Ron Reed, who ran that. And you spent 12 weeks on our Top 30 Countdown and actually won it for that whole season and got a pretty cool trophy he sent you.
Oh, I'll never forget that, getting that in the mail. It was just like I had tears just running down my face.
Yeah.
It sits in my award cabinet here, my curio cabinet, and every time I walk by it, every morning I look at it and I go, wow, those are precious memories.
I'm looking at mine right now that he gave me for Radio Personality of the Year during that season as well, and it's the same trophy, just got a different name on it, and I love looking at it too, man. And those are some great memories, but I'll tell you what, the music and the friendships that we've made over the years, and I'm even friends with your mom on Facebook, and I want to give her a big shout out.
Yeah.
Her name's Doris, and I hope she's doing well, and we want to say hello to her, and I see you guys every time when it's your birthday and everything, and try to wish you happy birthdays as well. Always been a fun relationship, and your music is top notch, and I love playing you on the radio for sure.
Well, I appreciate you playing me down there in Missouri. I'll tell you, I remember Jackpot when I released it in the U.S. There, you and I were on that. I made a video with you in it because I just got a call from Nashville. I was on the interview with you that I was in the top 5 downloaded songs of country radio in the U.S. And I still remember I was chatting with you. That video's on Facebook somewhere.
That is awesome.
Just so many happy memories, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, man, maybe one of the last times we talked and did an interview, you were in your car and you had to pull over off the side of the road and do that car interview, and you were kind of almost in tears at that point. So.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
That's good stuff.
And I think it was starting to get cool, too. It was around this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of this time of year, we're coming up on Christmas, and I've been playing a lot of great Christmas music. They are sending me like crazy. So if you have anything Christmassy that you want to send, please do, and I'll sure play it. I'm even having to do some triple plays of Christmas songs in my Triple Play Thursday show to get them all in there. I'm getting so much.
Okay, I think this is a sign, because I've always wanted to record a Christmas album.
Yeah.
I want to write a really beautiful Christmas story song, and that's on my bucket list, so I got to get on that.
There you go. And it isn't that probably, I mean, it is my favorite time of the year for you as well?
Oh, I love Christmas. Yeah. I don't like the commercialism. I just love the family and being together and just having that real beautiful time with family and friends, and that's to slow down enough to enjoy that,
That's what it's all about. And so I started this TV channel back a while back, and I've had it going for 4 or 5 years now, but I've added to it big time. I started the ICTV Indie Country Television Christmas channel. It's powered by Hallmark, and my wife and I know a lot of other people love watching those Hallmark Christmas movies year round. So we got that going on over there. There's 10 or 12 great Christmas movies on there from Hallmark. So, maybe some that you haven't seen before. And I love one called Home Alone from 1990 with Macaulay Culkin in there. I had to add that one too.
Oh, I can't believe you're saying this. It's my favorite. My son and my husband and I watch it every year.
There you go.
And my son loves it so much. He just went and what he wanted for his birthday was it was like the $400 or $500 Home Alone house in Lego. So
Yeah.
he built it,
Wow.
and it's sitting on his dresser.
Isn't
and
that
it's
cool?
so cool. Sorry, I'm off topic here.
No, you're fine, man. I've been wanting to catch up with you. I knew we was going to have to struggle to keep this to 30 minutes, but we're good. And
we'll try.
And speaking of Life is Good, we talked about that, no pun intended. But now let's talk about it. In 2017, you won Nashville Country Music Week with Arlene Quinn and Life is Good from the Canadian Country Songwriters Showcase in Nashville.
I did, yes. Wow, you know your stuff.
I'm looking at it, but yes. So that is some good stuff.
Yeah, that song was. Life is Good, right? And then that song was just all about writing. That one was, looking at the things that make life good. That it's not about the money and prestige and success and all that. It's being with the people you love and the little things, that are the big things, like your cup of coffee in the morning and the sunshine and being with the one you love.
Well, I'm going to tell you about that. Speaking of little things that are big things, in that song towards the end, you have this really neat happy laugh, and I just love that. And that's what I'm waiting for at the very end of the song. And tell us about the process of making that. And, did you come up with that idea to do that little happy laugh at the end, or somebody tell you, let's try this, or what? How'd that come about?
Oh, we did not plan that at all. I was in the studio and just doing the vocals, and I'd have that laugh every once in a while, and then we'd say, okay, let's run that line again. And then I didn't realize that they had taped the little laugh. Mm-hmm. So at the end, the producer said, "We love that laugh, and I think we should throw that in at the end of the song." And I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" And he goes, "No, it's so good. It's so good." So that's why it was his idea to throw it in. I didn't even know he was recording.
That absolutely made the song. So kudos to him.
Really, I think it's kind of cool too, eh?
Yeah,
that it's in there.
Oh, it's awesome, and it just shows your personality, and that's what really shines through your music. It always has through all of these years. And you just got a real bubbly personality, and you do so much to help others through your music. I know what you do away from music, and I think that's just fantastic.
Well, it's pretty. I count my blessings every day that I get to do that.
Yeah.
It's because working with seniors and people with dementia, and it's not an easy road for them or their families, and if I can bring a little smile, I had a 102-year-old lady up dancing with me today with her walker.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? See, I do the same thing kind of on the side that people don't really know about much because I don't talk about it a lot, but I kind of do the same thing. I work at one of those kind of facilities, and I've got a 101-year-old lady that I've been helping here just recently. She's going to have to be moved to the assisted living side now, but, to make it where she was an independent living at 101, that's pretty awesome.
Wow, isn't that incredible?
Mm-hmm. She's one of those ladies that was called Rosie the Riveters too. She they used to rivet planes and boats and all that kind of stuff. These German boats that became these ducks that they had here in Branson, those duck boats, they riveted those together.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Pretty cool.
And that was her job.
That was her job. Yep. A lot of women did that while the guys were off in war during World War II. The women did that and built those.
See, I had no idea. I just learned something new. I love it when I learn something new.
hanging around seniors, you do learn stuff, man, every day. It's pretty neat to visit with those folks. People are learning stuff visiting with us today at our 26 years of age, right?
Of course. I mean, isn't 26 wonderful?
It is. I love it. You've had more streams than 26, though. I'm looking at 45,000 streams on Spotify to your song Jackpot, which is going to kick off the top of the next hour. We're going to play that one for their third one today. That is a fantastic song, too. Who come up with Jackpot as a title? I love it.
Well, that song was actually not written by me. It was written by the superstar Kelsey Ballerini.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, because she was singing the demo on it, and they were going to cut it for her album, but it just didn't fit. Her record company decided it didn't fit the feel, so it was pitched to me, and I didn't write that one. It was written by her, so that's where Jackpot came from.
That's awesome. The great Kelsey Ballerini. And you made a great video to that, and we had that playing on the TV channel for a long time. I'm trying to get new, fresh videos, a year or less now, to add to the TV channel. So if you make another great video, maybe you'll do one to Wonder Woman, be sure and send that to me on a YouTube link, and I'll put it right on there for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. What would all of us artists do without you? You're just always cheering us on and believing in everyone. And I just want to thank you for that, Tim.
Well, you are welcome. You know, a buddy of mine, he has since passed, but he used to be the announcer for Fox Sports when they came out with their NFL Sunday package back in the 90s. And he started this oldie station, and he believes in what he called personality-driven radio. And I grew up listening to guys like Rick Dees in L.A. and Casey Kasem with his Top 40 Countdown, stuff like that. And those personalities are, Rick Dees is still doing his thing, I believe. But, a lot of those personalities we've lost. And I think radio should be that way, where people get attached to that kind of person, like the attachment that we've always had over the years, and playing the best music out there that you can find. And that's what radio needs to be about, in my opinion.
And, we've lost that a lot, because I don't know. I know you still have a lot of the stations in the U.S. that are privately owned, but up here we're basically down to none. I mean, they're all owned by corporate, so it's hard to see, that individuality be lost, because it's true. I mean, each station had its personality, and and that's the main person like yourself. I mean, your personality is your business.
Exactly. And you've probably, and I know this has happened to you, gained a lot of fans over the years because of radio stations like mine and others playing your music. In fact, you just got off of another radio interview before we got together today, and you were doing this one now. But, people listen to that kind of stuff. They're hungry for it. And country music, I've said this many, many times, and being on all the other stations that I'm on, it's universal, and it speaks to everybody around the world, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. And, I can't... Did you ever notice, Tim, when you hear a song and you're like, oh, it was just like the right time, timing in your life. You're like, wow, that person knew what I was thinking, or what I was going through. Yep. And that, to me, is what's important, is, making your listener feel things that you've gone through, and that, you're never the only one that's gone through something, and can feel those lyrics, right? And it's therapy, right? It's healing.
It absolutely is. And I say that all the time, too. Whether it be a happy time, a sad time, a relationship time, good, bad, ugly, whatever, you have that song that sticks with you and resonates. And you probably see that in the seniors, too. They have the artists that they grew up listening to, the George Jones, the, Merle Haggards, those kind of folks or whatever, and I'm just throwing names out there. But when you sing their music and cover their stuff, their eyes light up, doesn't it?
Oh, they do. I mean, they can't even remember, their children's names, but they can remember lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of the brain that stores the music, and it's just a crazy phenomenon for me to experience.
It is. It's amazing.
Like you bring them back for a little while, and they're so happy because they can remember, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about the first song we're going to play. It's your brand new single called Wonder Woman. Are you wearing the cape right now? Because you are that, my friend.
Aww, thank you so much. I do the best I can do with what the good Lord gave me, right? I think we're all here to share our gifts, and this song is basically it's a battle anthem, for women, and I like to see men too, because it's just, the song is a reminder that there's a true hero that lies within all of us. We just have to look, and one of the lines in the song is, if you want to find a hero, you just got to look in the mirror, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want, when people listen to the song, I want them to be reminded of the strength and what they're capable of overcoming, right? Those obstacles in life that are meant to break you, those mountains, and you think, oh, how am I ever going to get through this? And you go, wow, I did that, and now I'm even stronger, what can I do next?
Yeah, exactly. And that is true of artists, because music is an art, and creativity is something that I just love, and I do it too. You know me, I'm always creating, and creative minds don't sleep a lot, do they? I mean, I work a night shift, and I sleep a few hours during the day, but I love to create, and I know you do too, especially as an artist.
Oh, it's just so exciting to see something come to fruition that you've been working on, and it's just like the steps to get there, and then just to see that beautiful painting at the end. It's like, it's just, there's no words for it, eh? It's like you get excited.
And we talked about earlier.
Together.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about it being the Christmas season is upon us, and so we might not have it from you this year, but next year, you might do Christmas songs and Christmas videos and a whole Christmas album. The sky's the limit, isn't it?
Oh, it is. There's nothing we can't do if we just believe in ourselves, right?
Exactly.
And know our worth.
You are a Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Let's play it right now from Arlene Quinn on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
What if you never broke up? What if you never left town? Packed up all your stuff, had enough, gotta lift out. God, it must have been lonely, waiting on a breakthrough. Not everyone shows up, but here's to the ones that do. If you wanna find a hero, you gotta look in the mirror. Yeah! Do you ever wonder how the hell you're standing now? After all the things that let you down, didn't drag you under, never thought you'd make it through, did you? It's been anything but easy, carrying the weight around. Hey girl, you know who's got your back now? All over again, would you do it the same? Do you ever wonder, woman? So the calling you a loser, on the outs with the in crowd. Cause the joke wasn't funny, you got up and walked out. If you wanna find a hero, you gotta look in the mirror. Yeah! Do you ever wonder how the hell you're standing now? After all the things that let you down, didn't drag you under, never thought you'd make it through, did you? It's been anything but easy, carrying the weight around. Hey girl, you know who's got your back now? All over again, would you do it the same? Do you ever wonder, woman?
Her name is Arlene Quinn. That is her latest single. It is called Wonder Woman, a fantastic song. And boy, that's going to do quite well on radio. I'm glad to be one of the first radio people to play it for you.
Well, I'm so honored that you were the first one to play it for me.
Yeah, you are welcome. And it's always a pleasure to play your music. We're going to play another touching ballad called Touch Me for your second song. I was listening to that one again before we got on the radio. And I was like, this is Arlene, too. She can hit those high notes and, really showcase your vocal on those. And I love a great ballad in music.
Yeah, and I was saying, when I released the radio, I'm always trying to do the up-tempo stuff. So it's nice that you have a ballad there that you can share with everybody, an album song.
Yep. And then Jackpot for the third one that's going to kick off the top of the next hour. Man, it just goes right into it. And that is a rockin' song and got a lot of great piano in that. And I love that in country music, too.
Oh, I love the piano, and I love it. I love the dobro in that. The dobro guy on that session was one of the producers on the song.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays a mean dobro. I'm telling you, you don't hear it so often anymore.
Nope. And, that's what I love about country music. It is universal, and now they're incorporating all of these other genres in it. You got a little bit of bluegrass in there. We've got that outlaw country that we loved back in the day when Merle Haggard and Willie and Waylon and all those guys were doing it. And then you got this Texas red dirt country, and then you got the great Canadian country music like you guys make. And, man, I get a bunch of that, and I love it.
I bet you do get a lot of the Canadian stuff down there, right?
Oh,
there's some
absolutely.
good stuff up here, too.
Lauren and Kim, that's working with Lauren now, and Lauren Tutty Promotions, hit me up almost every other day with somebody new.
Wow.
So you guys got it going on up there.
She's working it.
Yeah, well, you guys are too. And
wow.
Yeah, Amanda Kine, James Downham, I just interviewed both of them. They just did a duet together. And then I was telling you, I've got Brandy Vazina and Vonda McDermott coming up on my show here pretty soon. So one of them, Brandy's just got a debut single out. She's just getting started, but she's going to do well if she keeps making songs like she's got out right now.
Wow. Yeah, I think I heard her on Spotify maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, and she had a podcast too, I think.
Lots of female talent I'm getting too, and I love playing the females. In fact, we got a gal from Massachusetts who's in every one, or Maryland rather, not Massachusetts, but Maryland. She's in every one of my shows, and she's real partial to the female artists. So I try to give them a lot of love on this program too.
Wow. Well, you know what? We need more of that female love.
We do. Three plays in a row on Triple Play Thursdays and during the interviews. Who else does that for the females, huh?
Nobody.
I will. I'll do it.
Saying. Nobody.
Well, I'll tell you what. It has been a pleasure having you on. Huh?
It's been a pleasure you having me.
Yeah, thank you. It's always a pleasure having you on, and I want to let you give a big shout out to where folks can find you on social media if they want to check out more of the great Arlene Quinn.
Oh, please check me out at Arlene Quinn Music across all platforms. I'm on every single one of them, and I just got on TikTok there I'm a little late on TikTok, but 3 weeks ago, and we released Wonder Woman, and you can stream me on Spotify. Look me up, Arlene Quinn, and hope you enjoy all the rest of my tunes, and I look forward to chatting with you all again sometime soon.
Absolutely.
It's been too long.
You've been coming into my TikToks, and I love that, and that's true support. And in fact, your picture's scrolling across my TV screen right now as we speak too. I always put the artists that I'm interviewing on there so they can get to see what you look like too. If they got to put up with my face for radio, they get to see somebody nice looking in Arlene Quinn.
Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with how you're looking, my friend. But I appreciate you putting it up so people can put a face to the name.
We don't look too bad for 26, do we?
No, I think we're looking pretty damn good.
We're doing good. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. It is always a pleasure to have you on, and let's do this again a lot sooner than we have in the past, all right?
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much for taking the time to have me on.
You are welcome. This is a great ballad called Touch Me from Arlene Quinn, and then Jackpot going to kick off the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Thank you, my friend.
I never needed anyone until I needed you. I was lost, couldn't find my way till I found you. I was a dear's believer till you believed in me. I was a lonely drifter until you rescued me. Now I'm safe, I got faith in the arms of love. There's no place I'd rather be. All my heart, all my soul I will give to you. 'Cause baby, when you touch me, all you have to do is touch me. You're all I need. Thought I'd search forever and never find someone to share my life till the end of time. I'd walk through the fire, I'd travel 1,000 miles. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Now I'm safe, I've got faith in the arms of love. There's no place I'd rather be. All my heart, all my soul I will give to you. 'Cause baby, when you touch me, all you have to do is touch me. You're all I need. When you're holding me, it's like I'm in a dream. Now I'm safe, I've got faith in the arms of love. There's no place I'd rather be. All my heart, all my soul I will give to you. 'Cause baby, when you touch me, all you have to do is touch me. You're all I
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Sorry, ladies, Mr. Perfect's taking off the market. Cupid hit a bullseye, and I was a target. Who'd have thought I had the golden ticket in my pocket? My heart is ticking faster than a clock. could clock it. Shooting like a rocket, even NASA couldn't stop it. Sorry, ladies, Mr. Perfect's taking off the market. I hit the jackpot, I'm talking top notch. And he kisses me anytime that I want. I fell in love when he fell in love, 'cause he treats me like $1 million. Oh, yeah, I'm a winner of a long shot. I hit the jackpot, the friggin' jackpot. High rolling, handle pulling, hitting triple cherries. Sweeter than the sweetest double scoop of Ben & Jerry's. Cashing in my chips, you don't have to double dare me. Racing to the chapel, Elvis gonna get us married. Better than the treasure island treasure that was buried. High rolling, handle pulling, hitting triple cherries. I hit the jackpot, I'm talking top notch. And he kisses me anytime that I want. I fell in love when he fell in love, 'cause he treats me like $1 million. Oh, yeah, I'm a winner of a long shot. I hit the jackpot, the friggin' jackpot. Woo! I'm talking top notch, and he kisses me anytime that I want. I fell in love when he fell in love, 'cause he treats me like $1 million. Oh, yeah, I'm a winner of a long shot. I hit the jackpot, I'm talking top notch, and he kisses me anytime that I want. I fell in love when he fell in love, 'cause he treats me like $1 million. Oh, yeah, I'm a winner of a long shot. I hit the jackpot, the friggin' jackpot. Yeah, I'm a winner of a long shot. I hit the jackpot, the friggin' jackpot.
I hit the jackpot when I met that talented 26-year-old young lady. Her name is Arlene Quinn, great Canadian artist. That song written by Kelsey Ballerini, and Arlene Quinn knocked it out of the park. Well, what a great tune called Jackpot. And before that, a great song called Touch Me, and then her latest single out to radio called Wonder Woman. Thank you, Arlene Quinn, for being a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show. We always have a good time when we get together. I hope you're having a good time today on this Indie Wednesday. Thanks for joining me. If you're snowed in like me, we got another hour of the best in new country music straight ahead. I am live on my website right now at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. I am also live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and live over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Come into any one of those chat rooms and hang out with me, and I'd love to meet you. And tell me where you're listening from. I'd love to hear from you as well on that. This next artist was raised in Canada, but he was actually born in Australia. Now he lives in Nashville, Tennessee. He is a 26-time Canadian Country Music Association Award winner, 3-time Male Vocalist of the Year, and a special guest on this show a couple of times. My good friend Gord Bamford, and a great tune called Heaven on Dirt on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Indie Wednesday.
It's a tin roof on a front porch, hound dog at the screen door. How could anybody want more than a little piece of heaven on dirt? You roll up in your off-road underneath that halo. Can't hide with camo, my little piece of heaven on dirt. Coyotes howling hallelujah, sundown saying I saw the light, sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I've never been this high by your side. Feels like I found my heaven on dirt. Chickens pecking in the backyard, chicken picking on a guitar, going fishing when it gets dark. Oh, it sounds like heaven on dirt. Coyotes howling hallelujah, sundown saying I saw the light, sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I've never been this high have their high-rise, concrete and bright lights. Long as I'm on this side, give me hearing you and that flannel shirt. Ain't nothing worth this kind of church. It's like heaven on dirt. Can you hear that? Hear that? Baby, can you hear that? Coyotes howling hallelujah. Sundown saying I saw the light. Sliding my rocking chair next to you. Swear I never been so high by your side. Feels like I found my heaven on dirt. My little heaven on dirt. Heaven on dirt.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country. She was barely 18. She barely had a dream with a pocket full of change and a rundown beater. Going nowhere fast. Feeling like a black sheep trapped with the herd. A finger in the air trying to get the last word. Demons in her path. She's like a freight train running in the dark with a burned out spark and no end inside. Trying to stay on track. Full steam ahead with so much inside. A load of damaged goods and the destination. A little smoke and a stare. She's like a freight train. She's like a freight train. Visions of a life with a happy ending. Money in her pocket and a loving family. Dancing in her mind. Two tracks to choose from. You win some, you lose some. Which one will she take? In one she breaks, in one she learns to fly. She's like a freight train running in the dark with a burnt out spark and no end inside. Trying to stay on track. Full steam ahead with so much inside. A load of damaged goods and a destination. A little smoke and a stare. She's like a freight train. Just like a freight train. She's like a freight train running in the dark with a burnt out spark and no end inside. Trying to stay on track. Full steam ahead
name is Kay Harper. That's another talented young female artist in the world of country music. That is a great song called Freight Train, and that's how we're exactly coming into hour number 3, just like a freight train playing the best in new country music. This next artist and I had the pleasure of meeting in person when he performed last year in Branson, Missouri for the Nashville Roadhouse Live show, and they also have a television show, so he got to do that TV taping as well, and you can check out the Nashville Roadhouse Live on TV on Canyon Star TV, and that is on my website as well, because podcasts of this show go over there as well, and you can check out This Face for Radio on canyonstar.tv. Mark Ware is who I'm talking about. Is W-A-R-E, Mark Ware Music on social media, and his latest single out to radio is called Lessons on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
There's a little more gray in my hair these days, and I can't take a punch like I used to. I'm still baling hay in this Georgia sun, but I can't throw those bales like I could when I was young. I guess I'm getting older. Hope I'm getting wiser too. Hope I'm learning lessons that I can't leave to you. I used to drive a truck. It was just like yours. I love to hit the back roads, hear those mud tires roll. Now that things are different, it ain't all about the show. The only thing that matters is getting where I need to go. Oh, I guess I'm getting older. Hope I'm getting wiser too. I hope I'm learning lessons that I can't leave to you. Oh, I guess I'm getting older. Son, I wouldn't trade one memory we've made, from the time that I first held you to the man you are today. I guess I'm getting older. I hope I'm getting wiser too. I hope I'm learning lessons that I can't leave to you.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
How happy are people who listen to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day?
Get happy. Get the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I know she looks familiar as I look back on the failure. She was a girl I used to know. Her memories keep playing in my head. The tears fall and my eyes turn red. She was a girl I used to know. I can't turn surprise, I'm still standing here, thinking of this girl I used to know. I've turned that page, and I'm finished with that face. I left behind a girl I used to know. I can't turn away, it's a spell I can't break. But I knew that it wasn't too late. She lived her life her way, and she made her mistakes. She took her chances with fate. That girl I used to know. Yeah, she stood here before, walked through so many doors. Time was running out, she was broken to the core. Now I won't turn away, 'cause I'm not ashamed. I'm not that girl anymore. She lived her life her way, and she made her mistakes. She took her chances with fate. That girl I used to know. I'm not that girl anymore.
That is called A Girl I Used to Know, and I still know that girl. Her name is Jessie Tyler Williams. Tyler is Tylre, and she's formerly from Canada, but now she lives in a warmer climate. She moved to Mexico, so good for her. She's dealing with 80-degree weather and all that stuff all the time. A Girl I Used to Know, Jessie Tyler Williams, and I pulled that one from the Tim Kelly Show archives as well. Haven't played that in a while. Well, I recently interviewed this next gentleman from the state of Texas. Anthony Bonnet is in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. Go check out that great radio interview. And I played 3 songs of his during the interview. We're going to play one of them today on this program. This is called That's Just Me from Anthony Bonnet on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on an Indie Wednesday.
I ain't young and I ain't pretty. I wasn't all that pretty when I was young. I ain't never been no Einstein, but ain't nobody ever called me dumb. I ain't much of a scrapper. If you punch first, I'll give you all I got. I ain't my mama's favorite. She'll lie right to your face and say I'm not. I did some time in college, some time in jail, and it felt about the same. I learned a lot more laying brick with Daddy in the hot sun every day. Then I learned to play this guitar, and it took me all around the world. I learned all I know about loving from a little brown-eyed Upshur County girl. But that's just me, I'm a simple man. There's things I don't understand. I ain't no boys are boys and girls are girls. It ain't hard to tell. And for them to tell them otherwise, I think there's a special place in hell. I think they ought to get the golden rule. Common sense back in our schools, make it common as it was back then. I think that'd go a long way, making this country great again. But that's just me, I'm a simple man. There's things I don't understand. I ain't no fan of high philosophy. And maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I wish we could get back to doing things a little more like they used to be. Just living right and being free. Maybe it's just me. I won't hate you if you disagree. Maybe it's just me.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
After so many heartbreaks, you get lost in the dark. After so many heartbreaks, you start falling apart. When all the king's horses and all the king's men can't put that old heartbreak back together again. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. When piece by piece is falling apart. Take a break from the heart. After so many heartbreaks, you gotta pick yourself up. After so many heartbreaks, enough is enough. When the stairway to heaven becomes a highway to hell, you can't fix what's busted, so your might as well take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. Take a break from the heart. When piece by
She is my good friend Casey Johns, and her latest single out to radio is called Break from the Heart. She has been a special guest several times on the Tim Kelly Show. She is fantastic. And when I asked her if she got her name KC from maybe the Kansas City Chiefs, because I'm a big fan of them, it was not that. It was KC and the Sunshine Band. That's who she's named after. Go check out her great music, Casey Johns. How about we slow things down with a great ballad by Wynn Williams? His latest single is called Denver to Dallas on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
She said, is this seat taken? I said no. She settled in next to that window. We broke the ice, watching it snow. Agreed we'd be glad to get out of this cold. And I don't know why she warmed up to me. $3 wine or a chance meant to be. Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there in my seat. Laughing and talking as time flew by. We made a connection on that non-stop flight. Sitting together, got to know each other. Denver to Dallas. Somewhere above Oklahoma, said, is there someone who will be waiting for you when this flight is through? And I got my answer. She took my phone, typed in her number, said call if you want. Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there in my seat. Laughing and talking as time flew by. We made a connection on that non-stop flight. Sitting together, got better and better. Denver to Dallas. I was still flying, we touched the ground. What she did to me then, she still does to me now. Denver to Dallas, 30,000 feet. I started falling right there in my seat. We're still laughing and talking as time flies by. Since we made a connection on that non-stop flight. Sitting together, started forever. Denver to Dallas. She said, is this seat taken? I said no. She settled in next to that window.
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along. The guy's awesome.
I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Waking up late with sand in your bed is just a reminder of the fun you had in Key Largo. Last night in Key Largo, where flip-flops and shorts are formal wear. No TV, no news, no worries, no cares in Key Largo, the island of Key Largo. Key Largo's not just a place in your mind, It's sunsets from runners sucking on limes, singing along with Jimmy Buffett songs. In the Sunset Bar, you're never alone in Key Largo, the island of Key Largo. Yeah, living the life that others dream of, and knowing how lucky you are. Knowing vacation comes to an end, you'll have lots of stories to tell to your friends about Key Largo, the island of Key Largo. We had our last drink at the Tiki Bar. We can't believe how lucky we are in Key Largo. Last night in Key Largo. Till September comes, we'll be counting days, a constant reminder of just how great in Key Largo, the island of Key Largo. Yeah, living the life that others dream of, and knowing how lucky you are. Knowing vacation comes to an end, you'll have lots of stories to tell to your friends about Key Largo, the island of Key Largo. Waking up late with sand in your bed is just a reminder of the fun you had in Key Largo. Last night in Key Largo. We're flip-flops and shorts, our formal wear. No TV, no news, no worries, no cares in Key Largo, the island of Key Largo, island of Key Largo. So grab a Southern breeze and come on down to the Keys and make your Key Largo moment. Here's looking at you.
With all of this snow that we got in the Branson, Missouri area yesterday, I had to get away to Key Largo, if only for 3 minutes and 53 seconds with my good friend Vernon Husky. That is a great song, Remember Key Largo, and absolutely I do. And Vernon Husky is a great sponsor of the Tim Kelly Show. You can check him out on the sponsors tab on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and he's got a really cool logo. If you click on it, it looks like Waylon Jennings' logo that he used to have way back in the day. Vernon Husky got some great music on his YouTube channel. Click on his logo on my website and go check him out. This next young lady is very talented as well. I think she's 15, going to be 16 this year, and she's from a small town in Oklahoma, in southeast Oklahoma, where I spent about 20 years down there before coming to Branson. Her name is Mackenzie McKetty. This is called Powder Keg on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming with the charge you set in place. So I've been hiding in a bunker to your latest fall from grace. Gave me the primer and the load. Now this powder keg you're dancing on is ready to explode. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. like Roman candles set ablaze. You saw fire in my eyes. So you like to play with matches and watch the torch burning high. But this powder keg that you've unleashed is gonna rain down from the sky. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come. Yeah, you crumbled our foundation, built the bricks we laid by hand. Then you set loose with the wrecking ball that crushed our wedding bands. My heart's like smoking residue from the barrel of a gun, and this keg will blow your cheating heart. And this keg will blow your cheating heart from here to kingdom come.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR, Indie Country Radio. New country's best.
I know what they'd say. Man, you must be crazy for letting her leave that way. You should pick up the phone, beg her to turn back. Can't you see that she's the best thing that you've ever had? Don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they say. You should take a look around at the memories you've made. Now, was it all for nothing? Was it all done in vain? Oh, you can turn out the lights, you can try to hide the pictures. Oh, but tomorrow's gonna come, and believe me, man, you're gonna miss her. Don't be a fool, throw out your pride. Tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and that you didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are, 'cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, yeah, that's what they say. Yeah. didn't mean for things to go this far. Tell her that you need her and how lucky you are. 'Cause a love like that you don't find every day. If these walls could talk, well, that's what they say.
I love the piano in that song as well, and the vocals. My good friend Reggie Shaw, one of my all-time favorites that I pulled out of the Tim Kelly Show archives, If These Walls Could Talk. Well, if they could, they'd say he's playing some pretty good music right now, and I'm going to keep doing it. This next artist is making her radio debut for the first time on the Tim Kelly Show. Her name is Morgan Maxwell, and the song was co-written by my good friend Robert Moody, who also has Tailgate Country Radio in Canada, which this program is on as well. What Happened to Our Forever from Morgan Maxwell on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Indie Wednesday.
Found our wedding photo in a cardboard box. My hands are shaking as I start to pack. 7 years of memories in this house. Still wear the ring that matched your vows. Remember dancing in the rain that day. Said we'd make it through come what may. What happened to our forever? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I don't understand. Coffee cup still sits where you left it. Third morning straight, you didn't come home. Used to talk for hours after midnight. Now we're just exchanging lawyers' notes. The promises we made back then feel like paper in the wind. What happened to our forever? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I don't understand. This ring won't shine like it used to. These walls won't hold what we built. Your side of the bed's empty, and I can't carry all this guilt. What happened? What happened? What happened to us? Leaving my keys on the counter. One last look at what we had. Maybe forever was just too much to ask. But I believed in every word you said. What happened to our forever? To our love? What happened to all we planned? What happened to our forever? I'll never understand. What happened to our forever? I'll never understand.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
His daddy picked up some land, built every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets slow, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Out where the sun sets slow, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets slow. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. Best little town, I swear. Stop by if you dare. Further out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, out where the sun sets slow. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road.
It was an honor for me to get to debut that song worldwide to radio a few weeks ago. His name is Ryan Bodine, and that is his latest single out to radio. It is called Ghost Town Road, and Ryan Bodine works with my good friends and sponsors of this program at Clarksville Creative Sound. Ryan Bodine is great. He is from California and makes great country music. A few weeks ago on February the 7th, I had the pleasure of debuting this song worldwide to radio. She's my good friend Don Ricks, and this is her latest single called Broken Pieces on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on this Indie Wednesday.
Please don't get me wrong, you're doing everything right. And I wanna go where you wanna go, just not tonight. I'm still healing from a wound that cut too deep, taking it one step at a time, relearning how to breathe. I know it's not fair, you have to pay for his mistakes, but I'll get past the hurt and let you in someday. But it ain't easy letting go when forever walks away, it leaves a hole. Wish I could find the answer, but I don't know where to start.
listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Hello, whiskey. Man, it's been a long, long time. Guess you heard my baby left me for a so-called friend of mine. One thing's for certain, nothing's certain anymore. Everything that mattered just walked out my door. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. So how have you been? I never thought I'd see your face again. I'll spare the details and cut to the chase. I've got a lot of memories to try to erase. Hello, whiskey. Hello. So I've got to make this hurt disappear, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey, bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son, here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. I'm glad you're here. I hope you don't mind my bending your ear. I can't believe I missed all the signs. How could she leave me after all of this time? Hello, whiskey. So I've got to make this hurt disappear, and that's the only reason I'm sitting here. Hey, bartender, don't pass me by. Just leave that bottle, son, here's mud in your eye. Hello, whiskey. Hello. Hello, whiskey. Hello.
His name is Ron Jenkins. Ron Jenkins Music, if you want to check him out on social media, and a great tune there called Hello Whiskey. Well, here's Mud in Your Eye. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Indie Wednesday on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guest, the Bennett Hall Band, and my good friend Arlene Quinn for joining me on the show today. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time, I'll hit the airwaves live again from Branson, Missouri with Triple Play Thursday. Every artist on the show gets played 3 times in a row, and my special guest tomorrow night will be Jess Kelly Adams and Gable Burnett. You'll enjoy those young ladies and a great radio interviews as well. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old